The Koh Zimés, a people with a unique cultural identity who are today scattered across the south and east regions of Cameroon, Congo, Gabon, the Central African Republic, and Equatorial Guinea, used to be the descendants of one ancestor before their division by some man-made causes many years ago.
Le mythe Koh concerne les peuples Kwele et Koh Zimé de l'est du Cameroun.
The Koh myth concerns the Kwele and Koh Zimé people of the east region of Cameroon. You find them in the Upper Nyong division, the Mbumba and Ngoko, and the Kadei divisions. In Kribi, you have the Bipindi and Lolodov subdivisions, as well as in Equatorial Guinea. In Congo, there are in almost every part of the Sanga division, from Weso to Ntam. In Gabon, you find them in the Ivindo and Zadi divisions, where they are called the Kwelis. All these people have a common factor, which binds them together, which is the myth of the liana.
On n'est-ce pas un élément commun, c'est-à-dire le mythe Koh. Koh c'est une liane. C'est une liane qui a été rompue.
Koh is a liana which was broken in the past. That was around the 17th and 18th centuries. This was when Usman Dan Fodio and his troops from West Africa were on a conquest to convert the whole region to Islam. There was also pressure from warmongering Bulu tribes against the Kwele and Koh Zimé people who were along the banks of the Dja River.
N'est-ce pas, sur le fleuve Dja, dont une partie revient, n'est-ce pas, un peu plus loin de l'Éthiopie.
According to archives and research we have carried out, an old man from Kunambembe tribe extended a part of his body, which the Kweles and Koh Zimés used as a bridge to cross the Dja River and flee persecution from the above-mentioned tribes. A large part crossed the river and a few stayed behind.
After this separation many years ago, the Koh Zimés lived in isolation with the hope of coming together one day as prophesied by their forefathers.
Nous avons des frères qui sont, n'est-ce pas, dans le Haut-Nyong. Je citerai.
We have our brothers in the Upper Nyong like His Majesty Nzenglin Tu, whose father, a Badre, used to tell him that when a people from the Kwele tribe known as the Ndiezem, which means people who have lived with God, come,
ceux qui ont habité, qui ont cohabité avec Dieu. Donc quand ce peuple-là, ça veut dire ceux-là qui avaient fait,
the Koh Zimés will be set free. He was talking about those who had crossed the Dja River. Time passed and our parents who foretold this moment died. In August 2017, while those of us in Gabon thought it was important to search our origins, that is how those of our brothers in Congo at the same time also came up with the same idea. And it was also the same thing going on with our brothers in Cameroon. With the help of ICT tools that are now available, we got in contact with one another and decided to organize the first edition of the Koh Zimé Cultural Festival, and that was in December 2020. There, the Kweles of Gabon, the Gems and Kweles of Congo joined their brothers in Cameroon and went to the banks of the Dja River in Minduru, where they performed some ancestral rites and evoked the spirits of their ancestors for the unity of sons and daughters of this very big family. After that ceremony, we started receiving promotions and appointments to big positions in society in our different countries.
Mon grand-père, When my grandfather used to visit us in Weso, he promised coming back the next year, but ended up spending 2 or 3 years. When we asked him why he took so long, he said he had to visit his family in Cameroon and Gabon. So one day, out of curiosity, I asked how can he be a Congolese and have relatives in Cameroon and Gabon, and he said a part of the Sangha was in Cameroon until war separated them.
Since 2020, sons and daughters of Koh Zimé descent decided to create an annual international cultural festival where they can come together and display their rich cultural heritage to the eyes of the world. After Minduru, Mesamena and Bang, it was time for the Koh Zimés in the Bumba and Koko division to host their brothers and sisters from across the Central African sub-region. We are in Yokadouma, chief town of this division, for yet another exciting and important moment in the lives of these people of the rainforest.
Dans la plupart de nos cultures, d'une manière générale en Afrique d'ailleurs, la tendance est vers l'oubli.
In general, our culture in Africa is being neglected because we forget what is important. We have thus decided that the elderly in our community transmit their ancestral knowledge to the younger ones through some initiation rites.
Doit être immédiatement transmis aux plus jeunes, aux plus petits, qui passent par des pratiques d'initiation. Donc vous avez vu d'ailleurs ces jeunes.
These youths have taken the engagements to respect what they were told and ensure that it is preserved for future generations.
Pour que ce soit par eux qu'on transmette, afin que cela ne se perde pas.
This gathering, as usual, is always a moment for leaders of the different Koh Zimé families to sit together in what is known as a general assembly and discuss on ways of making the Kolelo movement grow bigger and to also strengthen the bond that exists between them. After several hours of brainstorming, these sons and daughters of the Koh Zimé family all moved to the sacred forest.
Nous avons voulu que nos ancêtres, nos patriarches, nos chefs,
We want that our patriarchs and elders take our youth to the sacred forest for some initiation rites. We have a lot here to sell to the world. Our forests have great potential in terms of traditional medicine, our ancestral rights and spiritual protection, as well as some secrets of community welfare.
Nous avons ici des traditions de protection de l'ensemble de la communauté.
A place of refuge and blessings for them. At the entrance, the High Chief Priestess of the Bumba and Goko division purifies all those entering into this place where their ancestors are believed to dwell. Here, many rites and rituals are performed, like this one carried out by the High Chief Priestess on young Koh Zimé girls who are ripe for marriage.
Les dieux m'ont choisi pour bénir toutes les jeunes filles qui travaillent pour le Koh Zimé.
Our gods have chosen me to bless our young girls, especially of the Koh Zimé community. They shall not suffer. Sickness will not be their portion, and they shall get married. I have poured ancestral blessings on them.
C'est pour cela que je viens de les bénir. Amen.
After a while, male leaders of the Koh Zimé retreat deeper into the forest to listen to the message delivered by their ancestors. Here, our cameras are not allowed to go in. After a while, they retreat with good news. The ancestors promise brighter days for them and also instruct that they be more united than ever before. The grand manifestation of this 5th edition of the Koh Zimé International Festival at the ceremonial grounds in Yokadouma, in the presence of dignitaries from across the country, was a grand show of who the Koh Zimés are. The nights at the festival village are always animated and full of activities. Artistic performances from musical icons like Prince Dedi Eyango and the election of the most beautiful Koh Zimé girl kept the audience thrilled till dawn.
J'ai fait beaucoup de découvertes justement en matière de savoir-faire traditionnel.
I have discovered many things in terms of traditional know-how of the Koh Zimé people. It is the promotion of such festivals that will permit the world to discover more, and I am sure the next editions will be richer than the previous ones and will enable people to discover more about the Koh Zimés.
Les peuples Koh Zimé dans leur entièreté, dans leur authenticité.
The Koh Zimés continue their journey towards unity and the preservation and transmission of its culture to the younger generation in spite of the increasing influence of Western civilization.